Hello and welcome. I'm Modele Sharafa Yusuf and this is View from the Top. Today I'll be speaking with elder statesman and former information minister, Chief Edwin Clark. In the next 30 minutes or so, we'll be discussing several things: education, his life, and of course, politics. Politics of the 2015 variant. I'd like you to please stay with us, but first, here are a few things I'd like you to know about Chief Edwin Clark. Sir, do you find it disturbing when about 7 out of 10 people refer to you as an Ijaw leader rather than just an elder statesman?
I feel very, very much embarrassed. I don't want to identify myself with a particular ethnic group. I'm a Nigerian. But I don't blame my people for calling me so. Every area wants to have a leader. It didn't start from today. The Yorubas used to call Chief Obafemi Awolowo their leader. The Sardauna of Sokoto was a leader. Even Zik, as a nationalist, was also a leader of the Igbos. But I don't want people to overplay it. Otherwise, I'm an Ijaw man, and if they say I'm their leader, I'm happy about it. But I feel embarrassed sometimes that when it's overplayed.
You and the then Vice President Jonathan have been given credit for bringing the former Niger Delta militants to the negotiation table. What can the Northern elders learn from your efforts in those days in bringing the Boko Haram insurgency under control?
Well, I don't want to speak in order to offend anybody. When we had these militants in the creeks, we visited them. We told them what to do. You have a right, but don't destroy Nigeria. And I remember when this government came into existence, during Yaradua, I took the Vice President, now the President of Nigeria, to the creeks. We visited Camp 5. We visited Okrenkoko. We visited almost everywhere. We went in a helicopter to Bordeaux. And we saw everything. The boys were in the field. Let me tell you a small story. When we got to Warri Airport and we were about to fly, the general, the military general who was there, said he will lead the vice president to the place with armed soldiers. And the boys said no, their leaders, that Mr. Vice President was coming to visit them. They don't want to be intimidated with guns and so on. This was argued between Mr. Vice President, myself, and the general for about 1 hour before we took off. He agreed. We took the risk. We got there. And there was no trouble. Rather, we saw militants dancing in the river, flying their flags, giving us salutes. And we went to Camp 5 and stayed there for 4 hours discussing with the militants, Tompolo and his group. And Nasare Dokubo was there. Kingsley Kuku was there. We told them, it is true we have been neglected. It is true your area has not been developed. Enough is enough. give peace a chance. It was that was what brought about the amnesty.